the beginning of our CNC milling area. CNC milling, we use, again, fully automated machines with full automation, palletized system. If you look here, you can see through the window here, and you can see the automation, the robot actually picking up and delivering the components to the work center. In this case, it just put a pallet on the machine. This is a 24 pallet Palletech by Mazak, and it's hooked to two 500 millimeter horizontal milling machines. Each machine is equipped with 18,000 RPM spindles, 1,000 PSI coolant through, and 120 tool magazines. So they're very fast, very efficient, and we use the latest in terms of cutting tool technology. We use heat shrink tool holders so that we have balanced tooling. We use the best quality cutters, the best quality machines with balanced tooling, so we're able to run at high RPM with light depth of cut, putting as little stress on the material as possible, and actually getting extremely good cycle times as a result. And again, this is running 24 hours, 7 days a week. This is the load station here for one of the machines. And so you can see at the load station there really isn't a whole lot of stuff, because the idea here is continuous flow production. We're not doing the old, big batch type manufacturing where we have a whole bunch of work in process inventory at the machines and we're loading them one at a time. That model doesn't work. In today's business of running highly efficient with very low work in process inventory costs, these type of machines are really the key to success. You want to have as little in-process inventory on the supplier side as well as on the customer side. So this allows us that flexibility to be able to leave jobs set up in the machine, not to have to do changeovers all the time. So it lowers our setup time, decreases our work in process or our work in process inventory, and gives us the flexibility to make lots of different parts and not have the machine set up just on one job. Another thing that we're doing differently, really this is pretty edgy stuff, is if you look up here, you see this computer screen, and essentially what that is an inspection report for the parts that the machine just made. At Hoppe Tool, what we try and do is we try and push the envelope of technology. We like to think of our business like the Indianapolis 500 race, where we're several hundred laps into the race and we're several laps out in front of the competition. And by virtue of having on-machine inspection capabilities, this puts us so far ahead of the competition that we're able to keep that distance. We're better quality, more effective, flexible manufacturing. Our costs are lower, and the quality and the cost, everything is inherent in what we do because of the envelope that we're pushing all the time. So, for example, and we'll talk about it in a minute, but we do full verification simulation of all of our CNC programs before they even get out to the machine. So by the time the program gets out to the machine, the operator is pretty confident he can just push the button and go. Same thing with the quality. Instead of having to check all the parts as we get the parts off, check them and weed out the good ones from the bad ones, the machine checks them itself. So it's running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it's putting out good parts, and the proof of it is in the inspection report that's right there for the operator, so that when the operator opens the door to the machine, he knows that the parts that he's taking off are quality parts. This system will put out statistical process control data. We can generate CPKs and provide that information to our customer. We can really do a myriad of different things from a process standpoint. So we're better than the next guys because automation and process control.